2023, it's astonishing to me that you answer that question without mentioning the word slavery.
What do you want me to say about slavery?
No,
How does she not just lose y'all vote with that statement right there? What you want me to say about slavery? Well, excuse the heck out of every black person in America right now.
So amazing. Everyone, please welcome to the show, Ty Smith.
What is really on Fokios and Fokaramas? I am Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man. Welcome to my channel, Model Renaissance Man. If you are someone that's been subscribed to my channel for a long time, double check to make sure that you are. But if you are fairly new to the channel, get an idea of what this channel is about. What do? Go to my channel, click on playlist. All these different things I do on this channel. See all these different thumbnails? Those are all different categories of things that I do on this channel, from comedy to cooking to DIY when it comes to fixing cars. There's a lot of things I do on this channel. So check the channel out in its entirety before you subscribe. I'm pretty sure you'll find something on here that you like. And then there were two. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? You guys all heard this intro, so there's no more for me to say except go check me out over here, and over there, okay? Appreciate it if you did all that. I'm on Rumble as Modern Renaissance Man Variety, and I'm also on Twitter /X as The Real Ty Smith. All right, so I wanted to bring you guys this video here because, of course, there's going to be a big thing that's going to be going on tonight. I may possibly record it. Record it, show it live is what I'm getting at. Do a live event showing the whole thing there and see how that all goes down. But right now, the battle is between, of course, former President Donald Trump and Nikki Haley. And it seems to kind of be getting interesting amongst people and how they feel about this whole ordeal. Of course, you know me. I'm going to bring up the story and show it to you guys and go along with you. And I would like to know what you guys' thoughts are when it comes to this particular thing here. Donald Trump. Wrong pipe. Donald Trump, Nikki Haley battle in New Hampshire primaries as the two top Republicans left. This right here says Haley taking more swings at Trump on the eve of head of the primary in New Hampshire. Former United Nations Ambassador Nikki Haley is sharpening her attacks on former President Donald Trump, frontrunner in the GOP presidential race. As the remaining Republican candidates campaign in the New Hampshire before the presidential primary Tuesday, Haley has taken every opportunity to hit Trump on the past support for increasing the federal gas tax and raising the retirement age. The reality is, who lost the House for us? Who lost the Senate? Who lost the White House? Haley told reporters in Hollis, New Hampshire. Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump. We had every low turnout in Iowa. We're going to have a really good turnout in New Hampshire, the former governor who served in the Trump administration said next day of the former president. Haley took third place in Iowa behind Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. DeSantis dropped out of the race less than 1 week after Iowa caucus night and endorsed Trump. He said, "It's clear to me that the majority of Republican primary voters want to give Trump another chance." This is what Governor DeSantis said. Now, this says, when should America expect results from the New Hampshire primaries? New Hampshire residents are, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to get y'all in on this. There we go. Y'all want it a little bigger? Some of y'all want to follow along and see the pictures all really big. Sorry about those ads and all that stuff right there. Maybe I'll have it like that. Okay, there we go. Y'all like that? Yeah. New Hampshire residents are headed to the polls to weigh in on the GOP and Democratic primaries Tuesday. The first 6 votes in the GOP primary were cast at midnight, but officials' results won't be coming until the evening. The Associated Press called the 2016 Republican primary at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The race may be called sooner, however, depending on the former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley's performance. Trump dominated the Iowa primary earlier this month, and the AP called the race almost immediately after the polls closed. Since then, however, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis dropped out of the race. While he endorsed Trump, his departure could give Haley a boost in support. Haley is now the only remaining challenger to Trump. Former Democrats President Biden elected to skip the New Hampshire primary. I gave y'all that story earlier, meaning only challenger Rep. Dean Phillips, Democrat of Minneapolis, will have the name on the ballot. Or Biden's allies are Minneapolis, Minnesota. Biden allies are organizing a write-in campaign for Biden, however. And another story, Trump camp is confident strong support in New Hampshire will deliver a win on a primary day. Former President Donald Trump is confident in his position in New Hampshire ahead of the state's highly anticipated presidential primary. Trump's campaign touted his endorsements throughout the Granite State, telling Fox News Digital that his momentum and support in the state will make him Tuesday's victor. The most motivated voters in the state are Republicans and independents who know Donald Trump made their lives better by securing the border, rebuilding the economy, and bringing down our sky-high energy costs. Trump campaign National Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt told Fox Digital. In his third bid for presidency, Trump received endorsements from 67 state legislators and 150 veterans in New Hampshire, as well as 2,000 active volunteers and county chairs in all 10 counties. Trump won the New Hampshire primary in both 2016 and 2020, making 2024 his third time campaigning in the state for a place on the general election ballot. Fox News' Brooke Singman contributed this report. Now, what I want to say something on this real quick is that if Trump won them in 2016 and in 2020, 2016 was like, oh, Trump's coming on the scene, this might be something new, something different, that. And they chose Trump. Then it came to the second part of the round where the most votes in history came for Donald Trump and for Joe Biden of any other president. Mainly, y'all know Joe Biden got most of the, historical numbers of people that voted for him. And he won then. How much more is Donald Trump in popularity now than he was in 2016 and 2020? You know what I'm saying? I would say that he's more popular. So tonight, I have no expectations, like I told y'all in another video. I have no expectations. Therefore, I'm not going to be disappointed. I'm not going to be surprised because as of right now, I will tell you, I don't have any faith in our election integrity. Well, what about what happened at the Iowa caucus? What if they want to recall? Do it. What's there to be scared? I see what I'm saying. Y'all think that if Trump wins and people get pissed off and want to call for another vote, election, whatever you want to do it, do it. What's there to hide? What's there to be scared of? Huh? Anyway, y'all didn't have nothing to say whenever he did it the first time, and Clinton said he was an illegitimate president anyway. Let's move on to the next story. Who is Nikki Haley's husband? I don't care about that. What about this one right here? Because this one was crazy. Haley faced backlash in December after failing to address cause of the Civil War. I'm going to show y'all the video if I can bring it up because they've been suppressing a lot of stuff. They've been trying to hide that she did this. Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley found herself in muddy water last month after she made a questionable comments about the U.S. Civil War, forcing the former South Carolina governor to do some cleaning up. Haley faced backlash from the White House and fellow Republicans on the campaign trail after she declined to mention slavery as the reason for sparking the Civil War during a town hall event in December. I think the cause of the Civil War was basically how government was going to run, the freedoms and what people could and couldn't do, she said in a response to a voter who asked her to address the cause of the Civil War. She said, I think it all comes down to the role of government, she added. We need to have capitalism. We need to have economic freedom. We need to make sure that we do all the things so that individuals have liberties, that they can have the freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of anything they want to be without government getting in the way. The only thing she didn't mention is the fact that she used that word freedom and didn't have nothing to say about what the freedom was about during the Civil War. Anyway, let me get back to this. The couple, oh, wow, why they try to drop me down like that? Yeah, see what they're doing? Haley has since, this says the voter responded that he was shocked that she didn't mention a word of slavery. She said, what do you want me to say about slavery? Haley asked, next question. Haley has since clarified that she believes the Civil War was sparked by slavery, but that the bigger issue was determining the role of government in people's lives. That did not go over well. I don't know if y'all caught that. First, she said to him, what about slavery? Next question is what she said. But then she ended up clarifying and said she believes the Civil War was sparked by slavery, but that the bigger issue was determining the role of government in people's lives. Yeah, that old Reno. That rhino is coming out of her, ain't it? She doing exactly what her Democratic-driven spirit is doing. She's sounding like a Democrat, y'all, period. She is sounding like a Democrat. Want to try to use racism as a way to get leverage. Oh, y'all don't know what I'm talking about? I posted a video earlier about her being the brown girl in the pageant where she and her family, well, her and her sister, they were the real, look, they just switched my pictures up here. They were the real, y'all see what they just did there? They were the real victims during the pageant. Not even in South Carolina, you know, the South. South Carolina has slavery going on big time there. But let me get away from that right now. I'm talking about the fact that she made it seem like in this beauty pageant, they looked past black people and picked her and her sister and said, yeah, y'all got to go. Y'all don't fit in, pretty much is what she's saying. So what I'm saying all that for is this. She sounded like a Democrat because then she turned around and said, I faced stuff when I was young because I was brown. She's doing the same exact play but the Democrats do. Bring up race so you can try to get black people or anybody that might be real brown people on her side to get behind her, right? Then she turns around and says, as that party did back then, the bigger issue, the slavery wasn't the bigger issue. She said, yeah, slavery was an issue, but the bigger issue, see, Democrats, they wanted to keep you as slaves. She has that old Democratic spirit in her right there. Slavery wasn't no big issue. No. But then want to turn around and try to say, you had a racism against you. Come on, man. You messing yourself up. Anyway, let me get back to this. The first thing I should say, she said the first thing I should have said was slavery. Haley, I completely agree with that. When you grow up in the South, slavery is a given. Like when you think of the Civil War, you know it was about slavery. That's never been in question. So if that's the case, why did you say that? So y'all are wondering, what video am I talking about, okay? Let me see if I can bring y'all along with this and get to it. Because YouTube probably try to suppress this. Here it is right here. Nikki Haley declines to say U.S. Civil War was about slavery. So check this out, y'all.
Thank you, Ambassador. Please, what was the cause of the United States Civil War?
Well, don't come with an easy question or anything. I mean, I think the cause of the Civil War.
Wait, you hear that? Did y'all hear that? Wait a minute, time out. I'm sorry, I'm gonna move myself around here. Look, she said, don't come at me with an easy question. Wait, what?
Basically
Thank you, Ambassador.
Thank you.
Please, what was the cause of the United States Civil War?
Look at her face. Look at her face. Watch her reaction, man. Y'all see that? She like, oh.
Well, don't come with an easy question or anything. I mean, I think the cause of the Civil War was basically how government was going to run. The
Look at boy. Look at him right here. He's like,
freedoms and what people could and couldn't do. What do you think the cause of the Civil War was? I'm sorry?
I'm not running for president. I wanted to see your view on the cause of the Civil War.
exactly.
I mean, I think it always comes down to the role of government.
Where's Weez at, boss? You says nothing about freeze us. Use the Republican Party, lady. You supposed to be the ones that fights for us back then. You has nothing to say about us. You talks about everything else but us. She's supposed to be Republican. Oh, she's supposed to be Republican. She's not. She might be Republican in name only, but as far as her agenda, as far as her motivations, it screams everything Democratic. That's to me. I'm just telling y'all based off what I know from history. Republican Party is the one that wanted to fight to free the slaves. White people were willing to kill other white people to free black people. You get asked a question about slavery. A woman who has faced racism herself gets asked a question about the Civil War and she couldn't even think about what she claimed she faced. Yeah, okay.
And what the rights of the people are. And I will always stand by the fact that I think government was intended to secure the rights and freedoms of the people. It was never meant to be all things to all people. Government doesn't need to tell you how to live your life. They don't need to tell you what you can and can't do. They don't need to be a part of your life. They need to make sure that you have freedom. We need to have capitalism. We need to have economic freedom. We need to make sure that we do all things so that individuals have the liberties so that they can have freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to do or be anything they want to be without government getting in the way.
All that freedom, but she never once said anything about freeing the Negroes.
Thank you. And in the year 2023, it's astonishing to me that you answer that question without mentioning the word slavery.
Whoops. Whoops. Stuck. Like Dave Chappelle said, gotcha, witch.
What do you want me to say about slavery?
No,
If you are black, this is your Joe Biden moment right here. This is your Joe Biden moment. When he said, if you don't know if you for me or Trump, then you ain't black. Racist. For this woman to sit there right in front of a lot of, well, I don't think no too many black people voting Republican anyway, but this right here, if you're supposed to be a white people that might be voting for Nikki Haley, how are y'all going to justify her making that statement? For all you out there that want to virtue signal for black people, how y'all all for black people, you march for us and all this stuff like that. How did she not just, if you were going to vote for her, how did she not just lose y'all vote with that statement right there? What you want me to say about slavery? Well, excuse the heck out of every black person in America right now. Wow.
you've answered my question. Thank you.
Yeah, she answered that. Look at her. Look.
Next question.
Wow. Seriously, if you took this right here.
They want to be without government getting in the way.
Thank you. And in the year 2023, it's astonishing to me that you answer that question without mentioning the word slavery.
Look at her. And she like, so what?
What do you want me to say about slavery?
No, you've answered my question. Thank you.
Wow. Yeah. All you white folks up there in New Hampshire, watch that video and I want you to think of all the black folks and her response right there. If y'all virtue signaling, want y'all virtue signaling now. What do y'all think? How do y'all think that made me feel? I just don't know what to do. She don't thinks about us. She's supposed to be just like us. She says she's Browns. She says she faces racism. She says that, but then she turned around and says, what do you want me to say about slavery? As if it's nothing to us. Yeah. Let me know what y'all think about putting in the comments below. Don't forget to look in your cell phone. If you got somebody in your contact list that you know will love this channel, let them know about this channel. Have them come over here too. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button before y'all got out of here. Let's hear what y'all have to say about this. I'm Ty Smith, model Renaissance man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus. What's going on, everybody? So, hey, check this out. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view these videos. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also right here is where you can catch the next video, the latest video that I've done. But like right up here, this is stuff that I've done kind of in the past. So in this area, you might find a video that I've done in the past. It can be funny, it can be something serious. It does not matter. But this is something that you can also do to check out more material that I do in my channel, because I do a lot in this channel, all right? So again, appreciate everything from you guys. Keep on watching it, keep on supporting it, and God bless you all.